From the Word of God, as it is written in the book of Proverbs, in the 6th chapter, beginning at the 6th verse. Proverbs 6 to 11. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. And poverty will come on you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. This is the word of the Lord.
According to Matthew, in the 25th chapter, beginning at the 14th verse. Matthew chapter 25, the verses 14 to 30. Again, it will be like a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents of money, to another 2 talents, and to another 1 talent, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received the 5 talents went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more. So also the one with 2 talents gained 2 more. But the man who had received the 1 talent went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents brought the other 5. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 5 talents. See, I have gained 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. The man with the 2 talents also came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 talents. See, I have gained 2 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Then the man who had received the 1 talent came. Master, he said, I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your talent in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. His master replied, you wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. Take the talents from him and give it to the one who has the 10 talents. For everyone who has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. May the Lord bless to us the reading of his holy word. His name be glory and praise.
The land does not disgrace the hand that tills. Praise to you and peace from him who is and was and is to come.
In times like this, when nothing comes the easy way, you do your very best, but nothing seems to work. You tell the truth, but no one seems to understand. For human justice is for the high and mighty. Oh, never mind, I will introduce you to a friend who gives you hope and reasons to smile again.
Many people have graduated from the hardworking Cameroonians we are supposed to be than to people who are just there to take what does not belong to them by all means. There are two things that are very destructive for a nation. One, those who feel that they should eat without working. And two, those who believe that they are working and other people are eating. All these facets bring frustration and all of them will not work. Because you feel that you should eat without working, you lazy around. And because you feel that you are working and other people are enjoying, you will not work. Not so. If these dimensions come in any community, the community goes down the drain. In the midst of pain and frustration, Paul is advising the people of Thessalonica not to be busybodies. Because very idle people are a menace to the society. And when you yoke with idle people, you resemble them. Dan Bodley in his book, Forces and Efforts says, if a child of God and a preacher of the word does not have an alternative to make ends meet, that one is it. Who does not have an alternative to make ends meet, who is a child of God, is a thief. Is it true? Because you must use every means, coming and all other things to do what? To make sure that you live. Beloved of the Lord Jesus Christ, Paul hates busybody people. Paul does not want to see them. He does not even want to mingle with them. If you have a friend who always comes to ask, and when you meet, he asks. When he comes, he asks. Stay away from that friend, because it's a danger. The day you don't give, you become a threat. And when you become a threat, you can be put up by all means. Remember very well, don't struggle to satisfy human beings, because you may be a human being for 30 years, and he may not remember you for 3 days. But you can feed a dog for 3 days, and he'll remember you for 30 years. There is no way you can satisfy somebody who is strong enough to make his own living. And so Paul is cursing, saying you should not idle around, because there is a lot of laziness and idleness. Commission preachers have picked on it, and they are forcing on the people to understand that they should not work, because Christ is coming very soon. That is why they idle around and spend their time shouting hallelujah, hallelujah, while others are going forward. God was not stupid to give us hands, heads, and legs for us to do what? To walk. Jesus Christ himself grew from a carpenter's workshop. Meaning that what? He was equally a symbol of hard work. Paul was saying this thing because he himself had marketable skills. When you read Acts of Apostles chapter 18, he's telling you that what? Paul was a tent maker. Means he did tents to earn a living. He said, told them, we have warned you that you should be able to stay for those who are idle. If you stay away from them, you'll be a blessing to the community. Why should Paul reiterate and insist on hard work? It is because the church is supposed to be the breadbasket of the poor. The first crisis that happened in church was about food. When you read Acts of Apostles chapter 6, verse 1 to 7, you see that people were complaining because they did not give them food. Meaning that many people in church should work to cover that gap, where others will not grumble, the widows, the orphans, and of course those who are physically challenged and helpless. Preacher who is physically challenged, he said, life is not about capability, life is about availability. When you are available and you transform your disadvantage to advantage, you always get a who do not see, but they employ many. I quite remember one of the largest supermarkets I've entered in Yaoundé is owned by one blind man called Tezano, a blind person. We have people who have touched lives of others as a result of what they are physically impaired nature. So it is not an excuse for you to idle around religion ethic. Nobody will be hungry. Remember, if you are enjoying something you do not work, know that somebody is working something you will not enjoy. And that will bring greed, hatred, and pain. Dear friends, Paul continues by saying you should be an example. Because we are examining, we are not bothering you because you can be able to make ends meet. It is not that you are not supposed to take care of us. Then we are telling you so that you should follow us as an example. If we are stealing, you should steal. If we are not begging, you should not beg. Do you know that there are some people in life, when they come to you, they ask you what you have kept for them. And when you go to them, they ask you what you have brought. And the day you don't give them, you become enemies, right? Yes. Anybody who says that person is stingy, is strong, that person is a renowned beggar. I mean, all the stories you contribute, most of them are lies. It means you are an entertainer while they are spending. If you change the role, will that company continue? Brothers and sisters, you know what we are talking about. Don't lazy around, do something for God. If you are hardworking and you are able to make ends meet, even if you go to somebody that you are in need, that person will really give you. Because you know that tomorrow, when it comes to his days, what will happen is that you will be as the support. The Lord is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
The Lord is good.
Dear people of God, value hard work. Father of mother's responsibility for you to bring you into this world. Then your end will be your responsibility. We are born by our father's decision and will die by our own decision. If we make wrong decision, we'll die and we cannot blame our parents for not putting us where we are. After all, there are orphans who have grown and become better people. It is all about the mindset. Are we there? Yes. And those who are lazy are full of the spirit. Where do you think that person is bringing? And when it is not coming, you start giving those people names. True or false? You start giving them names. If I'm addressing you, don't stay for a change. Dear people of God, Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 18, this says, because of idle hands, the house leaks. Hard work pays. Today we are meeting in our traditional congregational meeting annually. This meeting is supposed to be bi-annually, means twice a year. But we are taking it because of the congested program for us to have it annually. It is a day for evaluation. A day to take stock for 1 year. What we have done and what you have contributed. It is not a day for us to be struggling because any family that does not hold a meeting to any disarray. Our meeting is for us to bring ourselves to consciousness because the eye that sees the whole world does not see it itself. I may see you clearly, but I may not see myself clearly. So you are my eyes, I am your eyes. It is not a day for what? For retribution. It is not a day for boxing. It is a day for correction and evaluation and a way forward. God is going to implant in us the essence of our living if we can be able to unite our forces together to make the church of God move forward. After all, the great hymn writer says, kingdoms rise and win, the church of God constant it remains. Brothers and sisters in the Lord, remember, when we put our efforts together, we are going to make a great family. Yesterday, China was begging from Africa. Today, Africa is begging from China because China has been able to transform their talents into perfection. Let me tell you something. Do not lazy around that you die with unfulfilled dreams instead of what? Lasting memories. It's better to die with lasting memories than unfulfilled dreams. May God bless us all. Amen.
There'll be joy for the reapers by and by. When the saints have all been gathered, there'll be joy for the reapers by and by. There'll be joy for the reapers, joy for the reapers, joy for the reapers by and by. When the harvest time is ended, there'll be joy for the reapers by and by. There'll be joy for the reapers, joy for the reapers, joy for the reapers by and by. When the harvest time is ended, there'll be joy for the reapers by and by. In that glorious land of promise,
When the chance is named that
there'll be joy for the reapers in the by and by. The ransom was awarded,
so they fall down in the sky.
there'll be joy for the reapers in the by